What is good? What is good, man? It's B3, man, and we're back with another Chainsaw Man chapter 111. And this was actually a pretty good chapter, man. This chapter started off with a banger, man. With Yuko wanting to take their friendship to another level. They didn't even have dinner, and she already talking about eating out. Okay. If I were to be serious, man, this was really Yuko's chapter, man. She was really showing off this chapter. She showed out. It was a very nice chapter. I feel like we got to see, I would want to say, the true Yuko, or at least a more honest Yuko. I like Yuko's character before, or at least the idea of how she represents herself, of the type of person who would do things, whether it be good or bad. She just, as long as she had a positive outcome in her mind, then that's all that truly matters. Because I feel like that's very human, and that's what most people in this world try to do. Because like every single body, I never knew a single person that wanted to do something with the intention to hurt somebody, or well, I do, but but with the intention to cause destruction or harm to everybody. Most of the time, when people do things, they want to do something good and it's right of heart. And I like that she would pursue that even with the outcome being bad. But I think the Yuko we got to see towards the end, in which she herself recognized the wrongs that she did and how her motives weren't actually pure at all. How she never accepted the contract with the Justice Devil to protect Asa, but she did it just so she can become famous, just like Chainsaw Man, her idol. That she didn't help Asa because she didn't help Asa because it was the right thing to do, but she did it because she wanted to make friends. I really like this. Like, it makes Yuko really human. It's just a nice little touch, and I honestly liked it. The other character of her, it reminded me of Luffy. Shout out One Piece. That's why I liked it a lot more, because he's my favorite protagonist out of all. But I do like this example of Yuko. I like the humanizing of her, even though she's a school shooter. I gotta stop. You know, I gotta let Yuko rock, man. Cause I like to joke about her being a school shooter. But like all the other school shooters, she survived. Okay. Well, not until the end, but you get the point. But damn, man. This was truly Yuko's chapter. And one of the like key points is that Tatsuji likes to hit us with a throwback, man. Just like Asa, the moment she died is when she had a realization of who she is and how she could have did things a little bit better, and she got to truly learn herself. In that, she learned so much more. Just like Asa, she realized there's more she could have done, and she could have went about things in a little bit brighter sense and realized that she herself was the main cause of her own problems. But the side note I like to bring up, man, is like her idol. She wanted to be a hero like Chainsaw Man. Like, just think about that. If you think about it, Chainsaw Man, someone she has never met, kind of has a big impact on her life. Because, like, Yura taking over her body never would have happened if she didn't want revenge for Chainsaw Man. Now, Yuko making a deal with the Justice Devil. All again, Chainsaw Man. Now, Yuko's death. We don't know if it's going to be revealed to be Chainsaw Man, but I believe that this could be setting the seeds for Chainsaw Man to be it. I really feel like he's trying to build it up more and more and more. And I think Asa, the smart enough character, to know that Chainsaw Man is not entirely to blame, but she will feel that he might hold some form of responsibility for their deaths. But man, this chapter is trying to pull the heartstrings, man. Man, the throwbacks. Take your shoes, man. They had a nice moment. They laughing, man. It was such a like. It's like the calm before the storm. I hate when writers do this. Like oh, this is a nice character. This is why they were so good person. Like, they show us the good moments of them, and then bam, we lose them, man. Tatsuji, man, he added another tally. R.I.P. a character we cared about. He loves doing this. I think he does. Also, a little side note, I find it funny that she gave her shoes but not pants. That just crazy to me, but okay. I mean, I guess she got like the tentacles as a dress, but throw somebody some pants. Put her pants on. But in the next moments, man, it just shows Asa self-loading. Talk about how the people are just dead. She murdered her teacher and her past president, and she's just laughing like it's nothing. Once again, I take the note that she says she murdered them. Not Yura, but she did it herself. Once again, blaming herself. And I feel like this is always going back down to that dark dream she had. The bodies are piling up. It seems like more and more dead chicken / bodies are piling up. First, the class president, the teacher. You can maybe even put her parent, her mom in there. And now she might even blame Yuko's death on herself, thinking that maybe if she would have stopped her, or maybe she would have told her to stay, or something else. We don't know. And I feel like this might add to her hating Chainsaw Man again, man. But he's still, man, he's cooking up the pot. He's foreshadowing the darkness. Cause hey, more bodies keep piling up. It might come to a point where she can't stop stomping on them. Only time will tell what we're gonna see, and then bam, darkness takes her. I really do wonder what that darkness is gonna be. But on to the next scene. We see that we got a nice scene of everyone sleeping. We see the girl who we theorize, we don't even know her name, but we theorize her to be the Wonder Horseman. Many people are theorizing it to be Famine. I'm still going with that. I'm doubling down. We see Asa still unable to sleep with everything that's happened. Denji's sleeping like a baby. And we also have Naita right next to him, which is that blob head right next to him. I'm not even going to I always forget her name, but it's still nice to see her in. And then we see Yuko sleeping, and then damn, Yuko's head is gone. And then it just seemed to be Chainsaw Man shadow in the outline, with her even saying Chainsaw Man name. And this one is actually an interesting one. There's 3 theories I was able to find on this one. The first theory being kind of one of the obvious ones, and I feel like one of the most unlikely ones, that this is just Denji's heart. When Paichida was fighting Makina, he was able to rip out his heart, because when Makina was about to send him to space and he threw it back down to the Earth atmosphere, and then he was able to respawn all over again. And people believe this might be Denji's piece of heart, as he did the same thing with Makina. But I'll counter this theory by saying, if it is, why wouldn't Denji know about it, and why would he just kill Yuko for no reason? Yeah, I don't know. That one doesn't seem to make sense. The second theory was this theory I saw in this YouTube video. It's kind of hard to explain. Pretty much the theory is that it's not Denji, it's not the fear of Denji or the fear of Chainsaw Man's, but the fear of the idea of Chainsaw Man. And it's not Chainsaw or Chainsaw Man itself, but it's the idea, the perception of him. And this is that fear personified into this new Chainsaw Man right here. And this is the Chainsaw Man that is killing Yuko, because as we can see, Denji's asleep. And this theory seems possible, but I don't know. This theory seems like a little far-fetched and kind of complicated. My main gripe with it would be, I don't know, I feel like he should have eat her, because a lot of people think that Chainsaw Man eats devils. It makes sense why he would go after her, because he's Chainsaw Man and Chainsaw Man fights devils, and she was in the news. But I don't know why he would go after her specifically. Another hole in the theory is that Denji and Yoshida most likely might have known this Chainsaw Man if it was out there. There's no way this fear just came out of nowhere, especially with Chainsaw Man being so loved. And well, I would say well known. So I feel like they would have had a prior notice, or at least know about this, heard about it, especially Denji, since he's trying to get himself revealed. And the third theory, which I think is the most believable theory, this one I got off Twitter, is that this is the Justice Devil just in a newer form. As in, the Justice Devil represents what he believes to be justice, and this person, or the possible original Justice Devil, viewed Chainsaw Man as the ultimate form of justice, because he is a hero / vigilante, and this is the form they take. And they went after Yuko because she is I gotta stop calling her that, because she attacked the school and got away with it, which this one seems to make more sense, because there's like a clear motive for why they would attack her specifically, why they would go after her, because they're justice, and getting Yuko, someone who went against justice, to do a crime would be an act of justice, and it does make a lot more sense. The second theory also makes sense of why they would attack her, but I don't know, I feel like it's harder, more believable. And Yuko did warn her about the Justice Devil still being at school, so it kind of wouldn't make sense that the Justice Devil would want to clear up some loose ends, because why would she just let, or I said he or they let Yuko just get away? And I'm more inclined to like that theory, because I can put more things together and it seems a lot more believable, and it flows better for me in the story. Other than that, that's actually all if I have for this chapter, man. It's actually a pretty good chapter. I'll give this one there's a lot in there, so I'll give it a, I don't know, 7.5. I feel like this was a very good chapter, a very nice chapter, a warm chapter. I enjoyed it. I just wish we would stop with the cliffhangers, man. He needs to stop that. It's getting annoying. But once again, another good chapter, man. Tatsuji, he's doing this thing, man. But what do you guys think? Which theory do you guys believe? Am I right? Or am I crazy? Or am I a genius? I think I'm a genius, man. Well, please leave a comment, like if you like the video. It's been B3, and stay animated.